So hello and welcome people to a new thing in which I drag unsuspecting passerbys into
Bandai!
Because they
watching
are both banned and dead. Ah! Those sound effects.
What the fuck was that? This is like...
They recreated that like perfectly.
Yeah, they completely recreated the feel of the 80s show in video game form.
exactly. And
This is one of the most faithful tie-in games I've ever seen, and we're only in the intro.
Oh, it gets better. It gets so
so.
much better. Basically, this is Space Sheriff Spirits. It's a game based off of a show that I have never watched, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. Even though this game isn't, like, objectively isn't very good, but it's so enjoyable.
So, is Space Sheriff the actual name of this? American
Yes.
translation?
It's Space Sheriff
Technically.
Gavin.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? Is that...
that's the actress who played Rita Repulsa.
As well, yes.
Space Sheriff Gavin came out around the same time.
But man, was that an intro.
But
Space Sheriff?
so see, now this is why you have me here, because even though I've never seen Space Sheriff Gavin, I have seen stuff associated with it, so I do know some trivia. Not a lot, though. So Space Sheriff Gavin is a superhero show made in the same vein as Super Sentai or Kamen Rider, right?
Hmm.
And I think only 3 of the in the series have ever brought over here. By the way, they're all part of a series called Metal Heroes. Yeah. And those 3 shows would be turned into what the U.S. would know as VR Troopers and Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Hmm.
And those I have seen.
Well, we all did.
Yeah. Space, the final frontier.
But yeah,
I like this narration.
then don't worry about it. Like, I have already uploaded a separate version without our commentary, so we can ruin this one as much as we want.
We can talk about how sexy he sounds.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I mean with like you've noticed previously, this game does a fantastic job at recreating the feel of the show, together with the cheapness of all of the practical effects.
Like right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like this.
It's like an elephant nose.
Just the amount of effort that went into recreating the cheapness and is impressive.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, those mooks just look like guys. Yeah, they're just like wearing biker jackets.
Probably.
The movements in this game are really good.
Yes, the motion capture is so on point. It's uncanny.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, is this motion capture or did they do this all by hand?
It looks motion captured.
It's probably
Yeah.
motion capture. It was 2006 already.
Alright.
Based on a show that came out in the late 70s.
Yes.
They tried way too hard with the realism of the face.
It's actually done pretty well, so long as it doesn't move.
それから我々を裏切った元宇宙刑事のハンターキラーと名乗る男には十分気をつけてくれ。
Is that the Tokusatsu version of Spock?
I mean, probably.
早速調査を開始した。ちょうど同じ頃、UFO を目撃した
These are actual stills from Gavin.
Yes. The game that use stills from the show, it does not use cutscenes. All of the cutscenes are actually redone in engine. And we have to protect the child, no time to explain.
Yeah. Yeah, I was always like, wait, what's happening?
Don't worry, it never starts making sense.
I highly doubt that.
The combat is overly simple. It's literally
Where's the
just
kid?
one button as far as I know. At least in this form. And we have a few seconds before the child gets captured by the aliens. You can repeatedly press square, and you will go on to make a combo. You can't hurt the child. I've tried.
Why not?
And you can press directions in order to switch onto different enemies. It actually works pretty well.
Stage clear, I guess.
No, this is just an eye catch.
They have actual eye catches.
Yes.
Do you have to activate them with like pressing a button when you want to come back from the commercial break, or?
Nope.
Wow, so just kind of, so it's like the DVD version.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we still don't quite have. There is also, well, I forgot to mention something about the combat. There is also a grab and throw mechanic. It's only designed for the enemies to actually use.
So
one of
all of a
those-
sudden, that combat seemed very familiar.
Yeah, it looks like
Arkham.
yeah, I was about to say, it reminds me of Arkham Asylum. Oh my god, Arkham
Clearly,
Asylum ripped off Space Sheriff Spirits. It's official.
obviously.
Someone call Rocksteady. Let them know what they did.
But yeah, grabbing and throwing things is mostly a thing that was designed for the enemies to use because it takes too long to take advantage of, considering how many enemies you have to fight. They'll just always interrupt you. And now that I have a full meter, I was trying to remember which combination of button it is that I have to use in order to transform, because transforming is something that you can do. And that combination of buttons is triangle and circle, hold together.
But yeah, no, this is when's Batman showing up?
魔空空間に入り込め一軸転換装置を作動せよ
ドン・ホラーは軸を操りブラックホールに似た魔空空間を作り
I
出す
heard
ことがで
Black
きる
Horror.
I think it's Black Hole, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
It's black
I guess we
hole.
They good.
Okay.
What just happened?
We're transported to the dimension where we fight the demon again.
Yeah.
Thankfully, our power meter is still correct. By the way, the enemies can dodge in various directions, and you just have to change the direction in which you're attacking. It's pretty straightforward.
The little moment a while ago kind of looked like he just like tripped over him, like, oh.
Yeah, I tried to pick up the enemy just to show it off. Didn't even manage to do it against the first monster.
I like how that thing shot a laser out of its butt.
I love all of the sounds they make with their mouths.
Transform.
It looks like he was trying to attack
I
us,
was
the audience.
remembering the controls for a very long time. Besides, in this episode, you actually can beat the whole thing without needing to transform. There's no real need to do that. The monster is just very easy.
This is totally how it went down in canon. Just this normal ass dude beating the crap out of this alien who shoots lasers out of his
Yes.
butt.
he kept running in
Transported
circles.
to some goofy dimension.
Yes. It's exactly how it went down in the TV show, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're not actually
Oh.
playing. This is all just like a cinematic video game version of the show.
Yeah,
I think
it was a
pretty much
passion
is.
project for Bandai, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, there's something I should mention. The entire game actually runs in 60 frames of the whole time, even during cutscenes. Which was
Even
probably-
during the stills.
Well, no, not during the stills, but I mean like during the in-engine cutscenes. Which was probably done to emulate the look of shows, of action TV shows.
Right.
Picking up never works, because if you don't know, most action TV shows, I mean specifically TV shows, were actually all shot in 60 frames and like displayed in 60 frames on TVs, because they have to view them as such anyway. But yeah, now he became invisible, and you can still kinda see him, but there is another way of getting rid of this, and that is to actually transform and use your visor, which I'm gonna do now. You transform by using this quick time event, which it's a very slow time event, really. Perfect sound effect.
I love those sound effects.
宇宙刑事ギャバンがコンバットスーツを乗着するタイムはわずか 0.05 秒に過ぎない。では乗着プロセスをもう一度見てみよう。
Is he just gonna shoot the thing, like from space? Because that would be really rad.
Well, not quite yet. And I get it.
I just came out of this epic transformation scene. What's the first thing that's gonna happen? He's gonna punch me in the back of the head.
Yeah. I mean, logically, right? Like, if you were a monster and you saw a dude transform, you wouldn't just sit there.
Obviously,
you'd
you
be like,
wouldn't
oh,
just stand there
okay. Right? Like,
like a doofus. But yeah, I literally transformed for the finishing blow.
Wait, I missed the actual slash. That's a big ass sword.
And he also has quite some tits. But yeah, now I have a sword. Sword is one of the most weirdly implemented mechanics in this game. But yeah, this is the visor. You activate it with one of the triggers. I don't remember exactly which one. It lets you see enemies which are invisible, which I could have used before but forgot to. Honestly, I only found out about it like towards the end of my first playthrough of this game. And it's honestly kind of a waste of energy.
Okay, admittedly, that tune sounded like the bad guy one.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But no, now we're on a horse. That means we won.
So he's like a cowboy or something?
I wonder what this guy's
I
doing
mean, he
now.
is a sheriff, right?
yeah. He is a
He
sheriff.
looks like a stable hand.
And he's a friend to all children.
Obviously.
Go to me,
Those
my
were
children.
different times. Just different times.
I'm gonna get you.
We win, I guess. But only B.
Yeah, I'm
Shut
afraid
your
that's not good
whoring,
enough.
Stan.